One of San Diego's biggest holiday traditions happens to be the first weekend of December every year at Balboa Park, December Nights. This 2-day celebration draws in more than 300,000 visitors to the park in just 2 days. With 2025's event right around the corner, let's take a look back at our experience from 2024. Any important links will be in the video description and the accompanying blog post. We managed to grab parking at the San Diego Zoo, which was super convenient. There are both free and paid parking options, but those fill up fast. Some participating lots also offer shuttle service to and from the park. I'll link that info below too. We entered through the Spanish Village Art Center, San Diego's premier artist collective featuring more than 200 local artists. Outside of December Nights, it's open daily from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and free to visit. That evening, the village was full of artwork, food, drinks, and lucky for us, a live dance performance right as we walked through. Next, we made our way to the area between the Casa del Prado Theater and the Natural History Museum. This section turns into a large 21 and over area where you can enjoy a drink while listening to live bands. Matt tried the Peppermint Funnertini, vodka with peppermint schnapps, and I went for the Shirley Templeton, a bourbon-based cocktail. We took that moment for selfie number 1, or maybe 1 through 4 of the evening.
Did you say that you were mine?
From there, it was time to explore more of the event. We arrived early, but the crowds caught up quickly. The Old Globe Theater was all set for its annual showing of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's returning in 2025, running from November 5th through December 31st. We stopped by the Grinch-themed area, admired the big Whoville tree, and soaked in the festive atmosphere. As we continued wandering through the park, Matt spotted one of his all-time favorite fair treats, funnel cake. For those unfamiliar, it's fried dough topped with powdered sugar. Simple, classic, and exactly what he was craving. funnel cake while listening to an organ concert at the Spreckels Organ Pavilion, home to the world's largest outdoor pipe organ. Fun fact, there are free organ concerts held there every Sunday at 2 p.m. After leaving the pavilion, we noticed a long line leading into one of the museums. During December nights, several of Balboa Park's museums open their doors for free during select hours. For museum lovers, it's an incredible opportunity to explore at no cost. I'll link the 2024 list below. The 2025 list will likely be released by the end of November. I had 2 dishes on my must-try list for the evening, but finding them among so many food vendors was going to be the challenge. Trust me, you won't leave this event hungry. First up, koshary, national dish of Egypt. According to Wikipedia, koshary is a mix of pasta, rice, vermicelli, lentils, chickpeas, and a garlicky tomato sauce, topped with fried onions and optional garlic vinegar or hot sauce. It might sound like a lot, but it just works. And honestly, it might be one of the tastiest dishes I've ever eaten. Ever. I saved half for the next day because there was one more dish I was determined to find. But before we get to that, here's a fun note. Balboa Park sits right near the San Diego Airport's flight path. So if you're an aviation fan, it's a treat to watch planes arriving overhead while enjoying all the festivities. Years ago, I watched Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations when he visited Osaka, Japan, and he tried something that's stuck in my mind ever since, takoyaki. Takoyaki are savory, ball-shaped snacks made from a wheat batter and filled with chopped octopus. They're cooked on a special griddle and often topped with mayo, sauce, and bonito flakes. Back when we lived in Pennsylvania, I never saw takoyaki anywhere, so imagine my excitement when we spotted a booth selling them here. There were 5 pieces per order. I ate 4. Matt wasn't a fan, the texture's not for everyone, and he's not into octopus or squid. These were fresh off the griddle, not exactly something you can save for later, so I enjoyed them all right there as we walked through to our next destination. Would I get them again? Probably. But if I had to choose between takoyaki and koshary, it's koshary for me every time.
Before we move on, if you're enjoying this video, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you know every time we upload a new video.
This was our turnaround point for the night, but we weren't heading out just yet. We wandered over to the international cottages, which represent around 34 countries. They're open throughout the year for cultural programs and sometimes food events. While there, we caught another beautiful dance performance. We stopped by the Festival of Trees, which is free to visit. Each tree is decorated by a different organization, showcasing their creativity and spirit of the season. On our way out, we admired even more lights, I think near the miniature railroad, wrapping up our 2024 December nights experience. We're planning to attend again this year. The event will be held December 5th and 6th, 2025. Will you be there? And if not, what would you like to see us capture this time? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it, commenting, and maybe even subscribing. This will help us learn which videos you like best. Also, be sure to like us everywhere at Grecoban.